y'all, welcome back. Today I'm coming to you with another video. Since you guys like the natural cut crease that I did, well, it wasn't really natural, it was a smoky eye cut crease with neutrals. I'm gonna do another one, but not a cut crease. So with further ado, let's jump right into the video. I've already did my brows off camera just to save some time, and I'm going in with my Desert Oasis palette from BH Cosmetics. The first shade I'm gonna jump into is the shade called Canyon, and I'm gonna use this shade as my transition. First, before we do that, I'm just gonna grab a nice soft brush and take out the creases from my eye. And then I'm gonna go in with that Canyon shade, and I'm gonna add it right in my crease and blend it up a little higher. Now, I did take a little bit of this shade and add it on first before adding on a lot, just so that it is easier to blend out. It's easier to pick up more shadow and blend it on top to get it darker than to add a whole bunch of the color first and then try to blend it out. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Dune from the BH Cosmetics palette. Take a little bit on a thinner brush, kind of the same brush but a little bit more smaller so that I can get more in the crease. My brush is kind of wet, so that's why it's giving a bit more of a harsher of application. I cleaned it off, so it is going to be a little bit more difficult to blend out. My brush is kind of wet. Just taking the tip of the brush and I'm basically blending it out with the tip of the brush really lightly so that I can get some soft edges. And then I'm going to go back in with this palette and take the shade Nightscape. And I'm going to add this in my outer corner for depth. And I'm going to also bring that into my inner corner. For this shade, I'm basically tapping the color first. I'm laying it down where I want it to be, and then I'll blend it. Because the Desert Oasis palette doesn't have a black, I'm going to take the black from the Social Butterfly palette, add it on with this brush here, and basically apply the black right onto Nightscape to the inner corner and out. Lightly, you don't need a lot of the shade. I like to lift my eye up so I can see everything. Go back in with the shade Dunes and blend it all out. And then on a fluffy brush like this, I'm taking a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna wipe off most of the concealer on there and then apply this right on top. And this is gonna help you make a nice clean canvas for the lid, but without the harsh lines. I'm bringing this all over my lid. Then I'm going to take the shade Sand, which is this matte nude shade. It's like a pinky nude, to be honest. And then I'm going to apply this right on top of this white base. And to give it more of a smoother transition towards the end, the shade I used as my transition was Canyon. I'm adding that to the outer corner. And I'm going to take the shade Nightscape and add that to my outer corner like this. And I'm lightly flicking this shade. Then with my Morphe 506 brush, I'm taking Nightscape. I'm going to drag this in my crease and out. And this is going to help blend the lid together with the crease. My lid shade Sand again. And I'm just going to reapply this lightly just to bring sand back onto the lid. Alrighty, now that I'm done with this part of my eye, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner. I'm using my lydabeauty Cleopatra stamp eyeliner in Sleek. How to use this, I just literally take it, find where I want to add my liner, stamp it, look, do the same for the other eye. They're nice and even. Then on the other side, there's a felt tip eyeliner, which I really like this one. It's stiff, but it's also flexible, so it's easy to use. And I'm gonna start where it ends and drag it down. And then if I want it a little bit more sharper, I just add a tail and then basically stamp my way across. I get a nice little even line, pull it over, stamp in the inner corner, and then go ahead, start perfecting the liner, which at this point it's very easy because everything is done for you. And fill it in. I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the other side now. And then my liner is finished. I'm gonna add my lashes now. I'm using my Biscuit lashes I'm using my SCL lashes in Ginger Cookie. You already know, y'all. That is the ginger cookie on deck. Now that I'm finished with the eyes, because I put on my eyelashes, I also tightlined my eyes. I'm going to add my MAC Prep and Prime in Natural Radiance. This is the pink one, because I believe they have a few called Natural Radiance, and one is yellow, one is pink. I don't know if there's another one, but I know there is another one that is yellow, but mine is pink. Now I'm using my Morphe foundation in F350. And I ended up deciding that this color might be my shade. As I let it sit down on my face, it looked more like my shade. So I'm just going to use the one that I bought and apply some on. Now I don't need a lot of this foundation because it is full coverage. And that's what I like about it, is that it's full coverage and I don't need a lot of it. You can already tell that it covered up really good. And then I'm taking my Maybelline concealer in Sable Sand, and I'm applying that on down. I'm not using my creaseless concealer because some reason it's a little bit harder to blend out. I think it's just the two consistencies, the foundation and the concealer. They're both thick consistencies, so it's a little bit harder to blend out. This one's more of a thinner consistency, so it's just a little bit more easier to work with and spread. And then I'm taking my Airspun face powder, adding some of that in the cap, taking my sponge, and I'm dipping that right into the powder, and I'm setting my concealer with it. And I like to set my concealer with a damp beauty sponge because it literally melts the powder into the skin. And then I'm taking my regular face powder, the Maybelline Fit Me face powder, and I'm pressing that into my skin. Then I'm taking my Juvia's Place the Saharan Blush Palette Volume number 2, and I'm dipping in the shade Yara, and I'm adding this as my bronzer. Now my friend Paulette, she said that the Kylie bronzers are lids, so I'm getting some of the Kylie bronzers, not some of them, only one of them. I think it's called Tawny Tan, and it's like a chestnut color, so hopefully it's really nice because I like more of a reddish bronzer on my skin tone. Taking a small angled brush, and I'm just adding some down my nose lightly, not a lot, just a little bit to bring my nose back to life. And then now that I'm done pretty much adding powders and everything on my face, I'm gonna take this Essence Lash and Brow Gel, and I'm just gonna fix my hairs back into place. I got some like crazy brow hairs and they get all over the place literally. I'm just gonna use this entire palette today. I'm using the blush from this Rimmel Sculpting Face Palette in Golden Bronze. Doing the same for this side. This blush I feel like I gotta add a little bit more of because it's not as pigmented as my Milani Blush Luminoso. And then on my highlighting brush, I'm taking the highlighter from this palette and I'm adding that right on my cheeks, but more on my cheekbone, and then I'll blend it out everywhere. So once I turn here, you can see my cheekbones are really bright. And then I'll blend it upwards just so that there's no like harsh lines, and then I'll do the same on this side on the cupid's bow as well. And I've been bringing it up in the center of my eye right here for some reason. It just brings so much attention to my eyes and I like it. Then I'm gonna go back in with this palette here, the shade Dunes in this palette that I used in my crease, and I'm adding this on my lower lash line, and I'm bringing it upwards so that it all is cohesive. Then I'm gonna add some black eyeliner. I'm using my Smashbox Always Sharp eyeliner, and then I'm taking Nightscape and I'm blending it out. And once I've blended it out, I'll go back into this little trio here and I'll take the highlighting shade and I'll add that right in my inner corner, and then right on my brow bone, just a little bit on my brow bone, not too much. Take some mascara. I'm using the Tartest mascara, I'm adding this on my lips, kind of overlining the bottom and then lining the inner portions of my lips. And then once I get about here, this is where I'll start overlining. I just tried it on and I like it, so I'm going to take the Pink Lip Cosmetics liquid lipstick in bday Bash. And I'm not going to apply a lot of this. Apply it in my lips. Blend it out, apply where it's necessary, and kind of like blend in into my lip liner. Once I'm here, I'll take my Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And while it's wet, I'm going to take my brush that I apply my highlighter on and just run it across with no extra product, just to get that wet, gleaming look, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair real quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, and this is the completed look. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this neutral, no harsh lines, smoky eye. I really like this eye. This is really cute to do when you're going out. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm about to head out the door. If you did like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also comment down below and let me know what you thought. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed to my channel, right next to the subscribe button, there's a little bell that you can click and it'll notify you every time I upload a video. Also follow me on all my social media. I have Instagram and Facebook. It's all at Santina Marie. And until next time guys, bye.